Hi guys, welcome back to the Billionaire Bot Edition, where we've already taken on Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett, and now we're going to take on Elon Musk, or as he's known on chess.com, Melon Husk. He's a 1400, and I've heard from the comments that this is where it really starts to get a bit dangerous. These last two bots can be quite good. If they can send a car into space, they can send a melon. That's chess.com logic. Alright, let's go. E4, guys. Alright. So apologies, I've got a bit of bed hair this morning. It's all a bit all over the place. So that's a unorthodox move from Elon. And we're going to respond by following chess principles and putting two pawns in the center. I've never taken on this bot before, but I'm going to show you how. So if we can, it's good to even put 3 pawns in the center. Normally not 4, because then we open up diagonals to the king. Yeah, for example, like this isn't even playable now. So we've got to defend this pawn somehow, but we can do that with development. So he pins the knight, rendering this pawn undefended again. So I mean, if we hit the queen now, he just takes. So we need to over-defend this pawn with a nice developing move, I think, like bishop out. Just noticing how bad this knight is. Now if this takes, the knight's still bad. But I see a lot of players that I teach playing this sort of move, guys. And it's normally bad. Or it's normally, sorry, it's not normally bad, but it's normally very average. And you're better to just keep developing. Hit the queen. And, oh no, how do we solve this problem? Oh, rook over, you know. Just keep developing, guys. Just keep developing. So, their queen is looking right at our king, so we've got to be a bit aware of that. So I think Elon Musk is the most popular of all these billionaires we've featured. Why is that? I don't know. Is he more authentic than the other ones? He's more himself, to be fair. I don't know, but I think probably Mark Zuckerberg's the least popular, and Elon being the most popular. So now, how do we keep developing nicely here? I mean, bishop out somewhere. Kick the queen. It's a luft move, isn't it? Can do with this luft move later. Kick the queen and just keep developing to the center. So this bot isn't making any huge mistakes as of yet. The others were just fully blundering pieces all the time. So I'm much more excited to play this game, guys. Apologies, I just couldn't get into those first games with those bots that just, you'd take their piece and they wouldn't recapture it. It wasn't chess. But this is a proper game. So we taking away from the center. It's a bit of a red flag in my head. And opening up the rook is another red flag. So do we push? Or do we go like this and try to smash the center open? Can also hit their queen. And they can go here. Normally to defend, it's nice if you can move this knight and play f4. And then you can defend this square laterally with the queen like that. It's much easier for them to checkmate you if you've got all 3 pawns back. It's much harder if you've pushed this. So do we open the rook up? I want to play this and keep on with my plan. But if this, can they take? I take. If this, can they go like this, this, and then this? And it's a fork. So I'm going to take. I don't like the look of that fork. And now I can hit their queen here, centralizing the old knight. This, if they take me, I take their queen. They take my queen, I take their rook. And they take here. So if this, I can just recapture. Just recapture with this pawn. Hit their queen. Let's try it. Okay, so now I can play this move, which I wanted to play. And if they kick my knight, I've improved my whole position there. But then this would be hanging and forking my pieces. So, I mean, if they take, it opens up my rook. I'm fine with that. So let's resolve this tension here. There was some tactics there before. We can threaten to trap their knight or force it back. Let's threaten it. Okay. They take, I take. I don't know why, I just didn't calculate this line. I just... when they played this move, I just didn't even look at it. Yeah, so this is bad for us, obviously. So they're forking at the end of it. I can get one of the pieces out of danger and hit the queen, though. So I might be able to get away with this one. And then just move the bishop back. Can I even throw this in? Maybe. Let's throw this in. I'm hitting the rook with promotion. So he has won a pawn there, hasn't he? This, hitting the bishop, then hitting this. That's not a fork though, is it? So probably just move this bishop. If this, can they hit me? But I could go back here. This looks clumsy. These two bishops. So I'm going to go this way. Let's try it. But as you can see, I'm having to think this game properly. I'm playing a, trying my best now. All right. We can develop the queen and go here. There might be tricks along this diagonal with our bishop winning the queen. I mean, this... if they just slide back, what have I actually got? I don't know. Maybe bring a rook and then... maybe pressure this square somehow. Maybe queen up. It supports any bishop move here, and it's also supporting an attack on this square. So for example... So now the bishop's hanging, so maybe back. Defending this square. And then I'll pre-move this capture. So if this, I'm fine. If this, maybe I'll take with the knight to maintain my pawn structure a little bit. Can I go for this now? No, they take. See, this is a proper bot, guys. Like, I'm having to play an actual game of chess. This is much better than the old Mark Zuckerberg bot and Warren Buffett. Slide back again. I like this bishop. Let's keep it on the board. And I never want to recapture away from the center like that. Even though it opens my rook. Well, maybe I'd be attacking the pinned piece there. If I open the rook. But generally, I don't want to have this structure here where you take away from the center. So, I mean, this is an improving move. Just put the rook on an open line. Sort of flummoxed, guys. After those first few billionaire bots, this is... I guess this looks a bit weakening, doesn't it? Do I start pushing? Let's try it. If this, it gives the knight this square though. I could push this and threaten stuff on this square. Also restricting the dark square bishop. Just when it gets really sort of tight like this, like there's not too much going on, you're just trying to find any move that improves the position, even slightly. So now this and threats of this winning the queen. So like if he takes, I take. I think that's fine. Okay, now any move with the knight threatens this. So I can do this hitting the queen. So I saw this move immediately because it's It's the maximum threat. So we're always thinking from top down, like, what's the maximum threat we can do? And then if we can't do that, we do the second one, then the third, you know? So, I mean, the maximum, I guess, would be this, hitting the king. But they take. So maybe we're looking at this. And that would, if they took there, they would get the queen off the alignment issue with queen king. If this, they can't take, right? Because I take here. And if they pin my bishop, I take with check. And then move my queen out of danger afterwards. So this. And I mean, if they move the queen, I just take here and win a rook anyway. Yeah, so he does it. But this is just surely crushing now. That looks a little desperate, if I'm honest. Yeah, so he's now going for an attack, recognizing that he's probably worse. He has to attack. But I don't know what this bishop's doing. Like, could I even just take it now? Is that really greedy? If this... I'm pretty sure I can just take this, guys, but... I think I'm going to take this first. Let's just get the queen. And then take this. I mean, why has he played this move? I'm just extra cautious, because feels like he's setting something up. This, I go in the corner. They've got no light square control to hit my king. I think that's fine. Alright, we're going big baller with the king. We're stepping out. And it seems like they've got nothing now. So we're gonna... I love this move. Just opening up my queen, opening up the rook. You know. And now it looks like we have a double attack here. So, normally how we win a game of chess is by attacking two things at once, like that. But the bishop covers the rook, so can we deflect the bishop, maybe? The knight, sorry. Yeah, knight defends the rook, so if we could deflect this piece. Also, just trades. Trades are good. Yeah, we're lifting the king up. This isn't a threat. We can also just pin the rook here. And this is nasty. Probably moves the king out the way. Okay, I did not see this move. There's always checks, right? There's always checks. So if you put your king and knight diagonal to each other, or you can also think of it on the same colour square, then there's always checks. However, if you put your king on the opposite coloured square, or I think of it as like squaring up to the knight. If you square up to it, there's no checks. Yeah, if you can imagine the king on one of these squares, there's no checks with the knight. So maybe I go back and just stay out of any danger, though. Yeah. Maybe they've got this square. I'm up so much material that I don't care about this pawn. So I'll just hit the knight. They step out of this pin. So the rook can now actually take. I can go like this. This, mate. Rook back and mate. So I can sack the rook here. I'm up enough material where I think I can just sack the rook. They cannot take this pawn. There we have it, guys. So this bot is actually playing. It feels around its level, around that 1300-1400 level, where they're playing sort of. They're thinking on one level, but they're not quite thinking ahead enough. So take, and this. And I did a cheeky pre-move there. But yeah, that was silly. Shouldn't have pre-moved, but yeah, we're coming in with the queen. And I guess we just promote this pawn. So like this. hit the rook, which was probably silly, but we're hitting the rook again, which is nice. We got this. He's got a few checks. Okay, we'll just zigzag towards that bad boy rook. And have we got a fork here? Surely we can fork king and rook here somehow. Let's try this. If he goes to a dark square, he's probably going to lose his rook. There we go. Okay, no stalemates, guys. Melon Husk going down. Is it my move? Yeah. Alright, there we have it. There we have it. This and this. Melon Husk, a real opponent, guys. RespectChess.com. That was a good challenge. Good bot. I like that one. Alright, like and subscribe if you want to join me taking on all the bots and also joining me on the road to 2000. I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.